Welcome to another segment of SII Motivational Minutes with your host, Dwight Lee. And on this segment, we're going to talk about the law of assumption. I believe it was Shakespeare that said, assume the virtue if you have it not. So we're talking about the law of assumption, and I think one of the greatest teachers on the law of assumption is Neville Goddard. And so my understanding and observation is that whatever you assume and you create an imaginal act and role play it, at least once or multiple times over and over again. And if you persist and believe in the thing, it will come to pass. Okay. And so I want to talk about the opposite side of that. That's the positive side. And see, we all make assumptions all the time. And you know the phrase, assumption is the mother of all blankety blank. But we are always making assumptions. So what I'm trying to do is use the law of polarity and flip it to the positive spectrum and to bring things into your life that are like heart desires, things that you think are difficult, things that you think are challenges and that you don't think are possible to bring into your life. You can bring them into your life via the law of assumption. Like Shakespeare said, assume the virtue that you have it not. If you driving a Malibu, and this is just an example, and you want the Impala, you have to know that it's possible. You know what I mean? That's really not a stretch. But if you want to go from a Malibu to, let's say, the 645i BMW or to a Mercedes coupe, now that's a stretch. So you may have some issues. There'll be cognitive dissonance in there on you doubting whether or not you can do it. But you can use the law of assumption, block everything else out, and assume the virtue via your imagination. Get a picture of the thing, look at the thing, talk to yourself about it, and make it a part of your self-talk, an integral part of your self-talk. And I think that it's just going through the process and gestation period that you can go from driving a Malibu to driving the BMW or the Mercedes, or for that matter, any other car that you deserve to have via assuming it through your imagination. That's the law of assumption. So we're live on SII Motivational Minutes with your host, Dwight Lee, talking about the law of assumption and basically assuming a goal, an idea, an intention via our imagination and bring it into fruition. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'll leave you with this quote from Henry Ford: whether you think you can or you think you can't, either way, you're right. Thank you.